As we're sitting here, we're still being updated that somebody else in Skopune has been swept by the water.
The devastating toll of the flooding in Limpopo. Now 9 people are confirmed dead. Days of heavy rain have battered the province, forcing school closures and leaving thousands of learners at home. At least 31 schools have already been damaged, and officials warn the number will rise. Classrooms have been submerged, infrastructure damaged, and learning materials destroyed.
We have had to hold the reopening of a total number of 1,400 schools in affected areas.
Elsewhere today, first it was grills on the teeth. Now it's a R500,000 Mercedes. That's how those accused of robbing the president roll. Is Angie Motshekga in trouble with her boss? She's dismissed claims she defied President Ramaphosa over Iranian warships off Simonstown. In court, EWN footage of the DJ Warris shooting was played, and a warning for car buyers. One of South Africa's most popular cars scores 0 stars for adult safety.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
Let's go back to the flooding. Limpopo remains under a red level 10 weather warning. That's the highest alert, with continued rain making it difficult to fully assess the damage. Search and rescue operations are still underway in some of the worst hit areas. There is movement on transport. Flights in and out of Hoedspruit have resumed after days of the flooding. Hoedspruit Airport serves surrounding communities, nearby lodges, and the Kruger National Park, many of which were left isolated when roads were washed away. And in Mpumalanga, flood damage to infrastructure sits at around 2 billion rand. The Modimolle Regional Court has heard how the alleged mastermind behind the Palapala burglary blew his stolen loot on diamonds, a Rolex watch and property. Several witnesses testified about their business dealings with accused number 1, Emanuela David. David, along with siblings Froliana and Ndilinasho Joseph, faces charges linked to the break-in at President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm and the theft of $580,000 in cash.
Details have started to emerge over how the alleged mastermind behind the Phala Phala burglary spent some of the money he stole from President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm. This is accused number 1, Emanuela David. David, along with siblings Froliana and Ndilinasho Joseph, face charges of breaking and entering into Ramaphosa's farm and stealing $580,000 in cash. The incident took place in February 2020. A Cape Town-based jeweler has testified in court he was paid 70,000 rand to attach real diamonds to David's Rolex watch. The jeweler, who cannot be named to protect his identity, testified the diamonds and the watch was brought to him by David.
We have a huge following on Instagram, so every client that asks me to do a job, we shoot the content, we show off, and sometimes there's float cash and stuff like that.
In another video, David is also seen purchasing custom-made grills. The dentist who fitted the grills testified in court he charged David 253,000 rand. The matter returns to court on the 21st of January, where the state will be calling more witnesses. Thabiso Koba, Eyewitness News.
The Hyundai Grand i10, one of South Africa's top-selling cars, has scored 0 stars for adult safety. The Automobile Association warns the version sold in Africa shows serious safety gaps, including weak structural integrity and no side airbags or electronic stability control. The car scored 3 stars for child protection, but the AA says adult occupants are far more exposed in a crash. The warning follows results from the global NCAP Safer Cars for Africa program. The AA says the vehicle is still legal to drive, but the rating shows how poorly it could protect occupants. Bail judgment in the murder case of Warwick Stock, known as DJ Warris, will be delivered on Monday. Soweto taxi boss Victor Majola has been appearing in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court since Tuesday for his bail application. The state wrapped up closing arguments today.
During closing arguments, Senior State Prosecutor Vincent Mochabela strongly opposed Victor Majola's release on bail, claiming he is charged with a Schedule 6 offence of conspiracy to commit murder and premeditated murder. Majola is accused of being the mastermind behind the murder of media personality Warwick Stock, aka DJ Warris.
If the accused person is released on bail, there is a likelihood that he will interfere with the investigations. there is a likelihood that he will, if he's released on bail, he will commit a Schedule 1 offense. He will abscond. He won't attend court.
A steel-faced Majola sat calmly in the dock throughout proceedings, staring blankly at the ground, barely flinching or acknowledging the proceedings. He will reappear in the Joburg Magistrates Court on Monday for bail judgment. Arun Singh, Eyewitness News.
Defence Minister Angie Motshekga has dismissed reports that she defied President Cyril Ramaphosa over the participation of Iranian warships in a naval exercise off the coast of Simonstown. The multinational maritime drill known as Will for Peace involves BRICS plus countries including South Africa, Russia, China, the UAE and Iran. It's understood Ramaphosa instructed that Iranian vessels should withdraw and take part only as observers. But images later emerged showing an Iranian ship operating alongside other vessels. Motshekga's department has confirmed that an inquiry has been launched to establish what went wrong.
Following a series of reports containing serious allegations concerning the President's clear instruction on how Exercise Will for Peace 2026 should be conducted, in particular the participation of the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Minister of Defense would like to place it on record that the instruction was clearly communicated to all parties concerned, agreed upon, and to be implemented and adhered to as such.
The US Embassy has slammed the South African government for allowing Iran to take part in the exercise and accused the minister of defying presidential orders. Ugandan opposition leader Bobi Wine has been placed under house arrest a day after elections tipped to extend Yoweri Museveni's 4-decade rule. Early results give Museveni more than 76% of the vote. The poll was held under an internet blackout and heavy security, with widespread reports of voting delays and technical failures. Wine's party says soldiers and police surrounded his home overnight, sealing him and his wife inside. International observers and the UN have warned the vote took place under intimidation, repression, and restricted freedoms. We should wake up with the results tomorrow morning. I'll see you then.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.